Hey everyone, it's Andrew. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video doing an unboxing and review of the WANDF Expandable 17-inch travel backpack, which is in this box right here. This is going to be a personal item sized backpack that you can use for traveling when you're going on airplanes or on the go. And the nice thing about this backpack, it really encompasses everything you need as far as a backpack, as far as storage for a laptop, your personal items, your clothes. It actually has a wet pouch area where you could put your toiletries in if it's still wet, so you don't get the rest of the bag wet. And so it's a really well thought out design as far as a backpack, and it meets the size requirements as far as being a personal item for carrying on to an airplane. And so what we'll do in this video is we'll just take this out of the box. We'll go through the different features of the backpack. Then what I'll do is I'll try to highlight packing it in the traditional sense, as far as size requirements and everything like that, so you get a sense of its capacity. As always, if you're interested in potentially purchasing this, I'll leave links in the description below for where you can get it on Amazon. Okay, so this is the WANDF Expandable 17-inch backpack for travel purposes. Currently, you get this on Amazon for about $44. This is going to be the gray color. I'll get it out of the box in a second. But they have three separate color options. There's going to be this light gray, like this color, okay? And then there's going to be a black color, and then there's going to be a navy blue as well. All of them are virtually identical as far as the design and features of it, but currently you can get this on Amazon for $44, and this is going to be a great all-around backpack for travel purposes, because this is going to really meet all your needs and really optimize the space requirements that are available for when you're traveling. And so what we'll do is we'll just go over the main features of this. As far as this, it is a backpack, so basically it's going to have backpack straps on the side here. They actually have this built-in feature where they actually have this clasp mechanism that when you either check your bag or whatever it might be, if you do not want the straps like flying all over the place, you can use this hook mechanism like this and get the backpack straps set aside. And so that's kind of what it looks like there. But I was kind of interesting to see that aspect of things. So basically once you do that, you can check the bag and not have to worry about the straps, which is nice because they always want you to secure the straps if you do have to check this, but hopefully you never have to. And then the main features of the bag, we'll just go through this one by one. Sorry about the angle, but there's gonna be a pouch on the outside here, which basically runs across the whole size here. So this is a great place to put your keys, wallet, maybe even your passport if you need, on the outside of the bag, so you can reach it very easily. It's also something that if you're going through security, you can just throw something directly in there if it's in your pockets. They actually have a little opening here that if you want a battery pack, you can run the cord directly through here, so there's a little battery there. You could also, if you wanted to have headphones that are wired, you could still do that, but I doubt people do that anymore. And then this other compartment here is kind of like this curved compartment, and this is the wet pack design. So this is basically a compartment that has like a, not silicone, but like a plastic layering throughout, and it runs the whole surface of this pocket, and they advertise this as being a compartment for wet items. And so if you have your toiletries, like a wet towel or something random, or maybe even food that might get wet or might leak, you can throw it directly in here and it'll protect the rest of the bag from getting wet. So that's a nice design element there, and that runs the whole size of that pocket. So that's that pocket. Next up, you have this other pocket here, which will just open all the way. And so this one, this one is not the wet pack design, but basically it's going to be a whole compartment, the whole size here, and then there's a couple sleeves here with pockets, as well as a couple areas where you can put pens. Typically I would probably throw like my headphones, pens, pencils, maybe even a book if I want to throw it directly on the outside so I can easily access it without having to open the other rest of the bag. But it's a good all-around compartment for throwing kind of like the main items that you don't necessarily need to pack all the way. They also have a clasp mechanism here, so if you want to hook something on there, you can do that as well. And so that's that pouch there, okay? And then the next one I believe is their main compartment. So they actually have straps along the side that are expandable. So these expand all the way up. And so first we'll just show you the expanding aspect of that. So this allows you when you pack to basically keep this as compact or expand it as you want. And so it does expand in the process. And they do actually have a handle here where you can use this like a briefcase and hold it directly like that, which is nice as well. But these side aspects do kind of draw in and out, so you can easily expand it from that standpoint. So we're going to loosen them all now so we can easily access this compartment. And then before we do that, I do want to highlight this pouch as well, where you can actually put like a water bottle or like probably even the size of an Nalgene bottle on the side. So if you have a bottle that you bring through security, you can just throw it on the side of the bag, throw it there, leave it empty, and then kind of once you get through security, refill it with water if you want. And then this is the main compartment here as far as the storage aspect. And I'm really impressed with the size of this, because this is very similar to like a small hard shell sized carry-on like suitcase as far as the size. So it does expand pretty well here, and they actually have a built-in strap. So here it's got a clip strap here, so if you want to secure things down, you can just throw them underneath this, and it's got the bungee aspect that keeps it secured down. Additionally, on the other side here, they've got two separate pouches. One's just like this, I don't know how to describe this soft material like that, which is like you can't really see through. And then the other one is this other compartment, which is a mesh compartment here as well, similar to what you see in a typical like hard shell suitcase as well. But that's the main compartment there. Plenty of space. It does expand all the way up there, which is nice. And to be honest, as a carry-on item, this is a great bag. As far as the size capacity, this is much more than your typical backpack from that standpoint. And the fact that it's designed as like a suitcase type of thought process in mind is really nice. And then the only other thing, several other things, is they do have a pouch below this strap here, which is very, very small, where you can probably put your keys if you wanted to, something more secure. So if you're worried about something getting stolen, you can put it there if you don't want to carry it on you. And then the other component here is that they do have, very similar to other suitcases, they do have an ability to expand this even further. And so this loosens all the way and allows you to expand the entire bag to full capacity as well, which allows it to expand a little bit larger as well. So I think that's the gist of as far as everything for the main features. Let me make sure I'm just not missing anything else. But yeah, that's the gist of it, the main highlights. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my workout bag that is much larger than this, and I'm actually going to try to pack everything into it. Oh, before I forget, there is a laptop sleeve here. Sorry, I forgot about this. So there is one pouch here, and this is a laptop or computer compartment. So there's a whole area here where you can put whatever you need there. So a tablet, laptop if you need, but there is actually a Velcroed laptop sleeve here, which is the 17-inch capacity in the name of this product as well. Sorry to forget about that, but that's where you would put your laptop, and it'd be very secure to your back, and it is padded in that compartment as well. But what I'll do now is I'll just grab my stuff and I'll just start throwing some stuff in here to give you a sense of the capacity, so those of you can know kind of the functionality here and whether it makes sense for what you need. Okay, so I'm going to be pretty bold with trying to pack this to the full capacity. This is the SOG bag. I actually did a review on it. I'm not going to highlight it in this video, but I've been using it to go to the gym in the morning. And what we'll do now is we'll just try to fill this thing up with everything in there to get a sense of its capacity. It'll be interesting to see whether it fits everything, but it'll give you a good sense of kind of what you typically would need for on the go. As far as laptop, I'm grabbing my old, I think this is a 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2012. So it easily fits in the sleeve there, secures it into place. So that's one component there. Then really what we're going to do is we're just going to open up the main compartment here and basically fill this out with as much as we can, which, sorry, the zipper's spun around on me. So here's the main compartment, and we'll just basically try to fill this up with everything that I have in my workout bag. So I've got a set of shoes. Okay, I've got a set of workout clothes that I'm going to wear tomorrow. And then basically We've got a towel, which we're gonna throw in here, all right? We have my toiletry bag, okay? Which we can probably fit in there. And then we have basically my scrubs and socks and underwear that I wear to work. So that's pretty much all that there, okay? The only other thing I have in here really is my work shoes, which are in this bag. We'll try to just throw these in here and see if it fits. Just because that is something important, because when you're traveling, you always have extra pairs of shoes. But what we'll do is we'll just kind of compact this down and see. And to be honest, I'm actually pretty impressed with this bag. It can easily fit that, and what we'll do now is we'll just strap this all the way down. Okay. And that's with it fully expanded, but to be honest, this bag is probably double the size as far as the main compartment, and this has no issues as far as fitting all that into there. And that's very similar to what you would bring on while traveling. It's a little bit heavy, but it does fit everything easily. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up the camera, throw this on my actual back to get a sense of how well it works as a backpack. Okay, so before I do throw it on my back, I actually did find one other compartment here. There's actually a zipper on the bottom pouch here. Sorry, it's hard to do it upside down. But there's a zipper right on this padded area here, so that's actually probably the most secure area. So if you have your passport, wallet, whatever you need, it's a very secure area where you could just put your valuables in there. But that's one other thing that I found while looking at this bag. But now what we'll do is we'll throw this on my back and take a general sense of how it feels with it packed up on my back. Let me just loosen the straps a little bit. So overall, feels pretty comfortable. They are a little bit thin straps, not the most robust. So I would worry that if I put a ton of weight in here, they might rip or become damaged. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to overflow this or overfill this as far as weight. But for all the stuff I threw in here, I feel like it's very comfortable. But this is what it looks like as far as the actual backpack aspect of it. Very comfortable, it's very secure, doesn't fly around or anything like that. And so that's really all I have for this video, but I am very, very, very impressed with this WANDF expandable bag. The fact that it can fit all my gym stuff, when you look at the side-by-side comparison of the SOG bag to this is just much more robust in its ability to store things and keep it compact and really fit it. I didn't even use any of these other compartments here, so you could really fill this out with all the additional accessories, toiletry items, whatever you need for traveling. And at $44, this is a great affordable price for the bag. So definitely check it out. I'm really impressed with this. This is pretty remarkable for what it is. Don't forget that it does have a strap here as well. But again, very similarly, this is not the most robust strap, so just keep that in mind where you don't want to make it too heavy, because last thing you want is for this to tear. But what I'll do is I'll use this over time, get a sense of how it performs for travel purposes and just general use. But that's all I have. This is the WANDF Expandable 17-inch bag. You can currently get it on Amazon for $44, which is a great price. Thanks for watching and have a great day.